Welcome to County Report this week. I'm Lorna Virgili. Thank you for joining us. Coming up in the next half hour, the state mandates new voting machines for the 2016 presidential election, and the county is showing residents how they will work. Council members meet with several faith leaders. And later on the show, Montgomery College celebrates International Peace Day with a soccer game. But first, a bill before County Council that would restrict pesticide use on private lawns and some public property is scheduled for a vote in the coming weeks. Susan Kennedy reports.
The measure would prohibit the use of certain pesticides on lawns and also on certain county-owned property. This was the fourth work session on the bill, and at this latest meeting, Transportation and Environment Committee Chair Roger Berliner proposed an alternative with the goal of instead reducing the use of pesticides, and it was approved by the committee.
What this measure does is it calls for a 50% reduction in the use of pesticides in our county over the next 3 years. And if we don't achieve that, to really look and say, okay, we need to do more. And in the meantime, we're going to protect children at playgrounds and at tot lots, public and private. And we're saying to our public, when you use pesticides, you need to sign a form that shows you're aware of the risks and aware of the alternatives. So we increase awareness.
You know, you can't go from 0 to 60 in these kinds of initiatives. What we're looking at here is the most aggressive approach to pesticides in the nation. And that's the issue. That's a great thing.
72% felt that we should go ahead with Bill 5214. Now,
However, Council President George Leventhal, the original bill's lead sponsor, says he has received thousands of letters and correspondence in favor of his measure. He says he will continue to push for stricter rules regarding pesticides until the council takes a final vote.
The bill that the committee has approved does not prohibit the use of toxic chemicals on private lawns, and these are chemicals that are clearly known to be associated with a range of cancers, respiratory illnesses, and others. They aren't needed to maintain a green and healthy lawn, and so we really shouldn't be using them.
Also approved by the committee was an amendment from Councilmember Tom Hucker that bans pesticide use on county playgrounds, both public and private.
If you want to affect the people that are going to be the most closely affected and the most vulnerable, you want to certainly get it to playgrounds. And I think we can tolerate a weed or two here or there. The Parks Department stipulated that they're willing to mechanically remove weeds the way many of us do on our lawns, the old-fashioned way, rather than just spraying pesticides, soaking our playgrounds with pesticides, because I don't want that, and I was very pleasantly surprised today to find out my colleagues don't want that either.
The regulation of pesticides is the shared responsibility of federal, state, and local governments, and there is concern that the bill in its current form would be preempted by the state. In the meantime, Councilmember Berliner says that the council will move ahead responsibly in implementing any legislation.
It will be the strongest anti-pesticide measure any major jurisdiction in the United States has adopted. Our job isn't simply to cede to the advocates' will, it is to be responsible in how we move this issue forward. And I feel like this does this in the most responsible way I knew how.
In Rockville, I'm Susan Kennedy for County Report This Week.
The Maryland Transit Administration held a meeting at the Silver Spring Civic Center to discuss recent changes to the Purple Line project. Adjustments to the Purple Line scope were made after a review to identify ways to reduce project costs. As a result, some requirements have been reduced to achieve savings.
The cost savings measures that we're talking about tonight are now part of that request for proposal. So their bids will incorporate those cost-saving measures.
The Purple Line is a proposed light rail that will run from Bethesda in Montgomery County to New Carlton in Prince George's County. For more information, visit purplelinemd.com. This week was National Voter Registration Day, and Montgomery and Prince George's counties came together to educate residents about the new voting machines. Executives Ike Leggett and Russian Baker attended an event at Riderwood Retirement Community to demonstrate how the new election equipment will work. Turns out that the state will be using new machines for the statewide presidential election in 2016. And the system features paper ballots and a digital scanner.
We have some new voting machines that, from all indications, makes the whole process more accountable. It ensures that we can get our tally of votes sooner, and the voting is less prone to being compromised by those who may look at it from a security standpoint of view.
For more information on the new voting system, visit 777vote.org. The city of Rockville will be using these new machines during its upcoming election. And as Rockville 11's Katie Giardi tells us, the city is going all out to make sure residents are registered to vote.
The city's Human Rights Commission took to the streets of Rockville with one mission: get people registered to vote for the upcoming November 3rd elections.
As many people as possible, thousands if possible.
The first stop on their 5-stop mobile voter registration drive, the Rockville Farmers Market, which perfectly describes the purpose of this event: make it easy and convenient to get residents registered to vote.
Actually made it really easy to vote. I didn't have to wait till like tax season or anything.
I moved, so I just needed to update my information.
Once you register, you'll get these materials with even more information on voting in the city, plus the sticker that says, "I registered to vote." Although on November 3rd, voters will not be electing the next president, Rockville voters will be electing the city's mayor and council.
The things that are involved in the federal and state are a little bit different than those things here locally. And so you want to make sure that those things that impact you on a daily basis are the ones that you would vote for, the things that you would vote for. And the people that can help you do that are your mayor and council.
I think it's always important to vote. You never realize what the little things are and how much of your vote counts towards what goes on in your community.
And while the mobile voter registration event was a success, it's just the start.
The ultimate goal is to actually vote.
Don't worry if you missed the mobile voter registration drive. You can always register to vote at Rockville City Hall and other Montgomery County locations. For a list, head to our website, www.rockvillemd.gov, and head to our elections page. From your 2015 Rockville Election News Headquarters, for County Report This Week, I'm Katie Giardi.
Residents can also participate in early voting on Saturday and Sunday, October 24th and 25th at Rockville City Hall. Montgomery County Council President George Leventhal held his first briefing with reporters since the council's summer recess this week. And the first topic he wanted to talk about was rapid transit.
And my message is that we need to take a step-by-step approach to the issues of transit and transit funding, that we need to determine how much bus rapid transit will cost before we go to taxpayers and explain to them that they have to pay for it, that we're not ready to do that yet. And in particular, I think we are not in a position to submit the proposed transit authority legislation to the General Assembly again in 2016. I think if we do that, the outcome will be the same as it was in 2015. And if you lose this debate twice, it's going to be awfully hard to bring it back ever again. So I think our major focus now, as I say in my statement, should be in ensuring that the Purple Line is a satisfactory experience for its users, working closely with the state.
Leventhal also discussed transit funding at a roundtable sponsored by the White Flint Partnership. You can read the remarks he delivered at that event on the County Council's website. Coming up on County Report This Week, council members lend an ear to several faith leaders. We'll tell you why. And Executive Ike Leggett celebrates 15 county companies that have taken the lead in measuring the energy they consume. Stay tuned, we'll be right back.
As a new American, I didn't know how to
find a good job,
start a business,
get insurance or legal advice,
further my education,
find affordable housing for my family.
It is very hard.
That's why we have the New Americans Expo. This informational fair will take place on October 4th
from noon until 6 at the Civic Building in Silver Spring, Maryland. Come and explore. You'll find all the information you need to succeed as a new American.
Hope to see you there.
Did you know there are more than 10,000 county government phone numbers? But there's only one number you need to remember for non-emergency calls, 311. MC 311 is Montgomery County government's online telephone information system. Need information? Have a problem or complaint? Trying to locate a county government facility? Call 311. The call center is open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. The website is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Welcome back to County Report this week. I'm Lorna Virgili. The Montgomery County Council hosted a town hall meeting to hear from faith leaders which issues matter the most to their congregations. My MC Media's Alini Barros reports.
More than 100 leaders of the faith community gathered at a town hall meeting to ask council members questions about issues such as land use, religious holidays, and affordable housing.
Oftentimes we don't really communicate together, but this one really brought us all together, and we all have almost every question applied to all of us. And this is great to know that other people have needs, the same needs that we have.
Council members agreed that affordable housing is a top priority for the county government.
And I'd like to hear from each of the county council members, what commitments can you make to increase affordable housing in our county?
One of the resolutions that I sponsored and that was unanimously passed by our council was to turn to our county and say, every time you redevelop county property, look at affordable housing. So go down to the Silver Spring Library and know that on that property now we will have one of the largest senior citizen affordable housing units in our county.
Faith leaders also asked about plans to extend services for pre-K programs in the county and shared their disappointment on the fact that Montgomery County Public Schools removed religious references from its calendar.
A lot of people are upset because the calendar now is been stripped out of holidays. When I heard two of my colleagues the other day say, why is Monday we have no schools? And they couldn't figure out why, because there's nothing says on that calendar that we're closing because it was Rosh Hashanah.
Council members then urged the faith community to work together.
Land is expensive. It's difficult to access. You have growing immigrant communities that need a place to worship, and yet it's not easy to find space. That's why I suggested that the churches and other faith communities here get to know each other, because established churches may have space.
In Rockville, for County Report this week, I'm Alini Barros.
The county's Department of Environmental Protection recognized building owners, tenants, and other companies that benchmarked their buildings and reported energy data to the county. These organizations have jump-started their reporting processes to meet the county's benchmarking law, which compares one building's energy use against a national set of peer buildings.
We are using more solar energy in our buildings and in our schools. These leaders who we recognize today are the best examples of the private sector recognizing the importance of a sustainable economy, and more importantly, taking action, and to take it, as I indicated before, a year ahead of schedule.
Here is a list of the recognized companies. The benchmarking law helps the county in its strategies to reduce greenhouse gas emissions 80% by the year 2050. Every year, Montgomery College celebrates International Peace Day in a unique and special way. MCTV's Michael Brown has a story.
International Peace Day is dedicated to spreading the ideal of peace among all nations. 8 years ago, MC Germantown campus professor Sally McLean founded and organized the event.
When my husband died, I thought, well, I'll join the Peace and Justice Committee in Rockville, and they said, we want soccer for peace and justice. I said, I'll run it in Germantown, and it took off here.
McLean has used soccer as the centerpiece of the event since the beginning.
September 21st is the day all over the world where peace is celebrated. And soccer is a universal game, and I thought, well, I'm a soccer mom. How am I going to get money to foot all this with the cost of all this? My husband died. I had a foundation with Montgomery College. Faculty were extremely generous and gave a lot of money, and we were able to buy equipment. And I thought, we're going to do this every year. And so that's what we've been doing. My husband used to teach math here, Phil McLean. And so in his honor, we've been doing this.
MC students from all 3 campuses came out to support the cause of peace and play the game they love.
First of all, I'm here for the cause. Basically, is for world peace. Basically, so yeah, I'm here for that. I'm supporting that. You know, we need to come together. We are all humans on this planet, so just come together. You know.
Players from MC's men's and women's soccer teams were also on hand to enjoy the games, offer some helpful playing tips, and support the cause.
It's Peace Day. I've been here before. I think it's great. It brings people together.
As the turnout made clear, the event gets more popular every year. MC students, faculty, and staff from all over the world, all coming together to play a game they love to spread the ideal of peace. It was a beautiful event on a beautiful day. For County Report This Week from MC's Germantown campus, I'm Michael Brown.
Coming up on County Report This Week, an elementary school is toured by federal and state officials. They were checking out the pre-kindergarten classroom. And the Audacity of Hoops competition is coming up in downtown Silver Spring. Stay tuned, we'll be right back.
In Montgomery County, we have a goal to reduce waste and recycle 70% of all waste by 2020. By recycling and reducing waste, we save natural resources and make our community even better. So recycle at home, work, school, everywhere, and keep recycling going. For more information, call the Montgomery County, Maryland Division of Solid Waste Services at 311 or visit montgomerycountymd.gov/recycling.
Keep it going.
Recycle more now.
We did not lose the war in Vietnam. We quit. And it just made it so much harder for all those guys that were wounded.
You look and you see the guys beside you and around you. We realize you're all Americans. And no longer are you a particular race, you're a soldier.
I became the first resident of the Hanoi Hilton. We're going to come out of there, but we're going to come out of there with our honor.
On Saturday, October 24th, join Bob Schieffer at the universities at Shady Grove as we honor our more than 13,000 Montgomery County veterans who served in the Vietnam War.
Welcome back to County Report This Week. I'm Lorna Virgili. U.S. and Maryland Department of Education officials got a glimpse of the MCPS pre-kindergarten expansion classroom at Broad Acres Elementary School. MCPS TV was on hand for the visit.
And so today's event at this school was to highlight the pre-K expansion classroom and specifically what it means to families and children that attend here.
We had a chance to talk about the preschool expansion class, which is also known as the pre-K plus class, where children, 4-year-old boys and girls, get to participate in an all-day preschool program.
A 6-hour school day where breakfast and lunch is provided to all of our students at no cost to families. Students are learning math skills, literacy skills. There is an opportunity for social emotional learning. Classroom teachers are provided with professional development so that they are equipped with the tools to meet the needs of the students.
I think that it's important for people to come in and see just what's actually going on in the classrooms, the learning that's taking place, the just interactions through play, and just how much the kids are learning from each other, from their teachers, from their peers.
We were delighted to be able to be invited to this school and be able to see this classroom and see how children were actively engaged throughout the day in learning activities, being able to have great child-adult interaction with their teacher, engagement of parents, and to be able to really prepare kids to be successful when they enter kindergarten.
Two things that really impressed me. One was the way the school really involved the community and the parents. And the second thing was the quality of the staff, the principals and the people from the county and the teachers. Those were two really impressive things.
Montgomery County Public Schools is doing an excellent job with the pre-K expansion. They have a lot of collaboration and support for parents. And I guess the most exciting part was seeing the parents and hearing their stories and hearing how the program really affects their children and their family in a positive way. It's always beautiful.
Well, he has benefited a lot because he's learning a lot. Like every day he comes in with new words, new songs. He just loves it.
5 MCPS schools are currently participating in the first year of the pre-K expansion classroom. MCPS continues to offer free half-day pre-kindergarten in schools throughout the county for income-eligible families. Spaces are still available and children must be 4 years of age. Go to montgomeryschoolsmd.org for more information. Flu season is around the corner, and the county's Department of Health and Human Services is urging residents to get a flu vaccination to protect against illness during flu season. The county will host several vaccination clinics during the next few weeks. Also, the online appointment system is already available. Flu shots will be available to individuals 6 months of age and older. To make an appointment, visit montgomerycountymd.gov/flu or call 311. MCPS high school players can show their free-throwing skills at the annual Audacity of Hoops basketball tournament on October 3rd in downtown Silver Spring. The 3-on-3 tournament uses sports and recreation as a way to engage students and their families in constructive activities. You must register with a team by October 2nd. Call 240-777-6916 or email jose.segura@montgomerycountymd.gov. Coming up on County Report this week, the Planning Department is gearing up to improve bicycle connectivity in the county. And we'll meet our Pet of the Week. Stay tuned, we'll be right back.
If you are a high school student or a Montgomery College student, the Scholarship Conference is going to give you guest speakers, workshops, four-year school representatives who are going to talk all about the different ways that scholarships are given out and what you can do to go find those scholarships, apply for them, and then earn scholarships that are going to help you pay for college.
Hey, mister, down here. You illegally passed the stop school bus. I'm placing you in timeout, and this timeout means big fines, plus you really could have hurt somebody. That's why school buses are being equipped with video cameras to help kids like me stay safe, so respect the bus.
Montgomery College invites you and your family to experience live music, chef demonstrations, a parade of cultures, and more at the World of Montgomery Festival on Sunday, October 18th from noon to 5 at the Rockville campus. You won't want to miss this.
Welcome back to County Report this week. I'm Lorna Virgili. The Montgomery County Planning Department is gearing up for the comprehensive update to the county's bicycle master plan, with a series of community meetings and a cool interactive map. This plan is paving the way to improve bicycle connectivity in the county. We stopped by at a recent kickoff meeting to learn more about this exciting plan.
Places that people want to.
Tonight we're holding our third kickoff meeting for the Bicycle Master Plan here in Silver Spring at the Planning Department's headquarters, where we're going to talk about the Bicycle Master Plan, the process that we're going to follow to work through the master plan, and generally the process. Following that, we are going to be working on developing the methodology for the master plan. It's going to take us about 6 months to work through that process, where we're going to look at how we can use the best data and metrics to really understand the need for bicycling in Montgomery County.
I'm very interested in this effort to provide better bicycling environment for citizens of Montgomery County. I am a bicyclist myself, I bicycle pretty much all the time. I gave up my car 20 years ago.
We've heard a lot about the plan, and so far it seems like they're very much on the right track. Focusing not just on the riders we have today, but who we could have in the future. You know, looking at 8 to 80, young and old, and looking at stress, I think is the right way to go.
I would like to see accessibility for riders of all levels. I think it's great that we can make it accessible to the commuters, but I want somebody to point out, where are the family-friendly places? Where's that great ride for somebody who's new to cycling? Where's that great ride for the experienced rider?
Well, behind me, there's a bicycling concerns map. This map allows residents of the community, employees of the community, to identify a number of different potential concerns in the county that they experience when they're riding daily. You can identify whether there's poor pavement quality. You can identify whether there's a lack of connectivity, where you really can't get from point A to point B because there's lacks low-stress bicycling infrastructure. There's other issues such as excessive speed by traffic, excessive traffic volume that can really deter cyclists. So the idea of this map is to get feedback from the public.
It's nice to see a real comprehensive vision rather than us trying to just, pick or advocate for little things here and there, but to have a real holistic vision that I think will help the county prioritize it and just continue to raise the profile and importance of biking within Montgomery County.
To learn more, go to montgomeryplanning.org/bikeplan. It's a story that has received international attention. A cat owner who was dying wrote a letter to the person she hoped would adopt her beloved orange tabby when she was gone. MyMC Media's Cindy Pena has the story of Susie the cat.
We don't know the woman's name, but we do know she dearly loved her cat Susie. Susie's owner was dying, but she summoned the strength to handwrite a letter to Susie's new owner. She writes, "Dear friend, thank you for adopting my friend, Susie." Susie came to the Montgomery County Animal Services and Adoption Center in June. The owner's son brought the 5-year-old orange tabby, along with a letter that explains in great detail Susie's shyness and personality. That letter was passed around among the staff and volunteers who work here every day with hundreds of dogs and cats, and it got to them.
Just that she cared about the cat so much that she wanted the new owner to know about her.
The emotional story of Susie the cat got the attention of the Huffington Post and then went viral, seen in the media all over the world. But while Susie's story is somewhat unique, it's not all that different from many of the animals that are brought here after their owners have died. Lori Wheathall's neighbor died after a long battle with cancer a few weeks ago.
These were her children. She didn't have any actual human children. She only had children with paws.
Knowing Lori volunteered here, the two friends talked about what would happen with Heather.
She just, briefly had talked about when that time comes, she wants to make sure cats have a good home. I said, if you get her here to Montgomery County Animal Shelter, we'll take really good care of her.
After 55 days, Susie the cat was finally adopted by someone who was ready to care for a shy cat who loved being petted and spoiled.
We found a very nice young lady who has a very shy cat at home, who she knew it would take a long time and knew kind of how to handle a cat like that and how to give her space so that she can come out of her shell. So we're hoping the same is going to happen with Susie.
Susie's former owner had these final words. "I hope you enjoy Susie as much as I have." For County Report This Week, I'm Cindy Pena.
And now let's meet another pet. Kathy Stanhope joins us from the Montgomery County Animal Services and Adoption Center with more in our Pet of the Week segment. Kathy?
As I have always said, we have everything here at Montgomery County Animal Services and Adoption Center on Muncaster Mill Road in Durwood. And today we have these two little delightful piglets. They are only 3 months old. They have been given up by their previous owner, and they are looking for a home. They can be adopted individually, or they can be adopted together, and they are fairly well bonded. But you do need to know something about raising pigs. So give us a call at 240-773-5900, or visit the piglets on the web at montgomerycountymd.gov/ASD.
And with that, we close this edition of County Report This Week. Remember to like us on Facebook and to join us again at this time every week for a look at what's going on inside Montgomery County. I'm Lorna Virgili. and thank you for watching.